Hi.
Oh my God.
I'm bowling at her.
You're not doing. Oh, I thought you. Hamlessy sandwich.
And welcome to the BS.
The Bowling Other Show.
I thought I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
And you threw me off.
You waited for me and then I went.
I'm off my groove now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, we're here to talk about a bunch of stuff. Explain why we're here, Matthew.
Well, it's a brand new year, Lissy.
It is.
It's a brand new freaking year.
Yeah,
Finally saying goodbye to 2020. No one will ever remember anything about 2020. It was very uneventful, a blip on the radar.
You know what I was finding difficult about this, because we're doing a wrap up like everybody does at the end of the year, kind of going over what you consumed and what made your year good and what made your year bad. And I'm having trouble with the timeline.
Yeah.
Like I legit.
Yeah, it just all kind of globbed.
That was this year. Like we were looking over the stuff in the channel, and there's stuff that we did in like February and March, and I remember doing it.
Felt like it was a different lifetime at this point.
It does.
Felt like we were living in a different world when we did that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It feels, because of that, it feels so far in the past.
It does.
Like we were on a plane this year.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah. Actually,
We were
like
in
4 days before lockdown, I think?
Yeah. And we were in Times Square this year, you and I.
We were in Times Square this year.
We went to the movies, I think, this year.
Yep, and we flew across the country.
In a restaurant. Like,
yeah.
I can't even.
I know.
Like,
That feels so far away.
So far away. And as of, I don't know, we're probably going to wind up watching this in the future, which would be really interesting, because we're right on the precipice of the vaccine rollout.
Yeah.
A bunch of first responders are getting them. Our state, New Jersey, has a very structured, tiered program that hopefully rolls out well. I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
I know, but hopefully we could get back to things as normal. I really missed cons this year.
Yeah, no cons.
Seeing all of you.
No cons.
That was really, really hard because I love those so much. It's worth the cold that you get when you go.
Yeah.
And
you get the con crud.
but
That's okay.
not worth COVID.
Not the cove. Con cove. Con cove. All right. Well, last time we did this, we did everything but games for our 2020 retrospective.
Mm-hmm.
Today's going to be only about games. All games today. So
Great.
I'm excited about this when we finally get to talk about some of. It's fun to go back and remember some of the playthroughs for the year and kind of sort them out and arrange them in your head of all things, right?
Yeah.
So first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose our three top games that we played on either YouTube or Twitch this year.
Yes.
So we were looking back at our list. There's another one of those ones where it's like, oh my God,
right?
I'm great.
Is it the pamplemousse?
I got phlegm. It's the pamplemousse coating my throat. I chose poorly.
It's basic.
It's basic. It's right there in the name.
That's what it is. Just, oof.
I know. Okay. After that, we will pick the three top games that we were sad about missing. We've never done this one before.
Yeah, and I think we need to, because you can't get to them all.
No, you definitely can't get to them all. We can't get to anywhere near as many as we'd want to. So we always see them going by like, oh man, there's that one.
But we're doing this because we'd be curious to hear your thoughts on our three that we missed, because we would love to play them this upcoming year.
Yeah.
So because there's always lulls in between big releases, and we've been, throwing some older games in there that we missed in the past. And that's always so nice. Like Hellblade, we did that with this year. That again feels like forever ago. And I love that we were able to go back and do that. So I really want to do that again this year because I like that a ton.
Yeah. It's tough because I feel like we always have to set our ceiling for playthroughs at 20 hours. If we go over 20 hours, it's not really realistic for us to pull off. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
So we've tried it a few times, right?
Know.
But there are definitely games that have come out that fit in that.
Yeah.
And we could potentially kick off 2021 making up one of those games that we missed.
Yeah, I would love to do
we're
that.
really curious about your input there.
For sure.
But let's start with the favorites. Let's see, what are they?
Are mine or yours?
What are yours?
Are we doing three separate? We didn't talk this out.
Now, let's do three separates. I have a feeling we're going to figure them out as we talk about them.
Okay.
That's generally how we do things.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing
all day and all night.
Are these in order?
I'm just saying I love Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Maybe. It's just, oh my God.
Right now you're just exuding your satisfaction with Animal Crossing.
Everything and anything Animal Crossing, I love.
It is pretty great.
Big surprise.
It is pretty great.
Last of Us Part 2, for me, amazing. I loved that. I just like, it took us a while to play it, but it was so like, we were so immersed and we were talking about it all the time.
Yeah.
And it was so, so great to be able to like take our time and go through that. And that game I think was brilliant. I know it got a lot of shade.
Got a ton of shade.
I know, but I thought it was awesome. And then are we doing new releases or because if we're doing the new stuff, let's stick with the new stuff, or I'm going to stick with the new stuff.
Okay. We'll add some honorable mentions in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is Ori.
Ori Will of the Wisps. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely just stunning. It was everything that I hoped it would be. It lived up to the expectation, the huge expectation that I had in my head because I love the first one so much. And the people are lovely. The devs are lovely, absolutely beautiful people. But the game, oh my gosh, just beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just like takes your breath away. You know, like games like that just, and The Last of Us 2, and Animal Crossing takes my breath away, of course. It really does.
Of course.
But all of them are just so like, you know, it evokes such a response in me that's so like awesome.
For all
it's
different
such
reasons.
a good feeling. Yeah, very much.
All
so.
three of them have like real emotional connections in different ways.
Right.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I have a very strong emotional connection to Blathers. And Maddie knows. Maddie has feelings about Blathers. I know. I said if I didn't marry Maddie, I would marry Blathers. And Maddie said he would kill Blathers.
Well, you told me, would you be prepared to fight for me? And I said, yes, to the death, I will kill Blathers. That's the full context of the quote there.
Save Blathers!
Yes.
Hashtag. But what about yours? What about yours?
Mine.
Yes.
So, I will definitely say Last of Us 2. I'm sitting here debating in my head, is it my favorite? But I'm not even going to worry about that. These three are just in this nice little capsule of my favorites. Last of Us 2 is one of them. I know it, like you said, it caught a ton of flack from a lot of players, a lot of media, a lot of press and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of people that hate that game.
Right.
I did not. I loved that game.
Yeah, I thought it was
it was fantastic. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was ballsy. And I had a ton of fun with it. And I'm super happy to have played it.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay somewhere in another dimension. After that, I would also definitely say Ori, Will of the Wisps. That game was just, I love a good Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And that did it better than the first one. I didn't think the gameplay outdid itself. Gameplay was much more fleshed out. And way more things going on there, way more strategies, way more options, and way more extra things like side quests to go on and hunt through. And I thought that the game as a whole mechanically was actually better than the first one, which is really hard for me to admit.
Yeah.
But the story still didn't quite get me like the first one did.
You think?
Yeah, the first one, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was. I mean, if you guys
That was a
haven't seen our
whole new
playthrough there,
experience
yeah, it blew my
anyway.
freaking mind.
Yeah.
But it was still amazing in its own right, and still really emotional in its own right, and the art and the music. I mean, everything about the game.
know, the whole package.
Aesthetically, that game is like perfect.
Yeah.
Aesthetically,
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
absolutely. The third game, this is where I'm going to pick a different one, and for me is definitely Doom Eternal. Definitely Doom Eternal. Played that one on Twitch. Freaking loved it.
Oh my god.
Like this year I also finally played the Doom re-release in 2016. I have played that before, but I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
So on Twitch we finished it and then played Doom Eternal right afterwards.
Yeah.
And wow, I mean, I was so happy with the first Doom, because I'm such a fan and like fanboy of the original Doom back in the 90s, because that blew my mind when I was growing up. Totally blew my mind. So for them to have come out with this, and it really did feel like a Doom game should feel, and then Doom Eternal stepped that up even more with those huge, really long, crazy missions and maps.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that was big scale stuff, you know? And I thought it was super cool. The game was way longer than I thought it was going to be. There's so much content. Now we're working through the DLC right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm super psyched about it. So yeah, my third one would be Doom Eternal.
Disgusting.
All right, before we move on to the games that we missed, we want to put in some honorable mentions for games we played this year, because they didn't come out this year, but they still were amazing experiences that maybe were as good as any we had this year, right?
Oh, definitely.
So what would you pick for that?
Among Us.
Among Us. Wow.
So
I mean,
great.
what the hell happened with that game?
Fun.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. And it just like totally blew up all at once.
We all know about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so fun.
It's super good.
Me so nervous. All worked up. But it's so fun, and we love playing with you guys, and like that's such a blast.
Yeah,
isn't
it really is. It's a lot of fun.
I love it. What about you? Because I could come up with a million of these.
Yeah,
go ahead.
could come with a million, and Among Us is right there.
Yeah.
But the standout for me was Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, because that was just.
Oh my god, that playthrough was so great.
Yeah, I mean, I was so bummed they didn't play it earlier.
I know,
And
and
now
you
I'm
guys
so
were
much more
telling
psyched
us-
for Hellblade 2.
I know.
I just can't wait.
I know. I'm really pumped for that. And you guys were telling us for months, like, you got to play Hellblade. You have to. You have to.
Yeah, you
And
guys
I'm
were telling
so
us for a
glad we
long
listened to
time.
you because, oh my gosh, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
Another
it.
one that I liked was Plague Tale. that we
Plague
played.
Tale, yeah, that was really good.
That was this year too.
That was this year too.
Plague
The
Tale.
rats. The
Yeah,
rats. Yeah.
Such a fun.
Yeah, that was we played them
loved
back to back.
that.
I think at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Hellblade and then Plague Tale.
For sure.
And then COVID.
I know. Yeah, I know. And then the last one for me that I could think of off the top of my head, because I know if I dive too deep, you know, I'll get too lost in there. But Night in the Woods. Another
yeah.
one. Another one you guys
That
told
was
us
one I
about.
was really happy to be able to go back
Yes.
and revisit.
So
that we missed
amazing.
it.
That game was, it's probably now like in my top 10
Yeah.
ever.
It was
like,
fantastic.
That game was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, I
So
love
fun.
adventure games. That's one of the better adventure games I played.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really,
so
really good.
So good. And we got Maddie's voice acting too, which is
Well,
amazing.
sometimes that's a little hit or miss, folks.
Oh my god. I thought it was great.
Okay, now let's talk about the games that we are so bummed to have missed that we really would have liked to play on the channel.
Yes.
And we want to try to see if we can squeeze 1 or 2 or maybe 3 of them in
Yeah, I
in
would love to.
2021, depending on how that's looking for us. There's a couple games that come to mind right off the bat that we're going to have to kind of skirt by.
Yes.
Those would be Cyberpunk,
I know.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Just for time.
and also the Demon Souls remake. These are games I really,
I
really,
know.
really want to play.
This hurts our
Yes,
hearts.
but they
It
do
really
not
does.
abide by this 20-hour playthrough line.
I know.
So we want to make
And
sure
the
we pick
schedules
games
we
that
have
do
going.
so that we can realistically say, like, yeah, let's do them in 2021.
Right.
All right, so
Those games are.
those games are. We're going to say Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yes.
Sackboy.
heard it was awesome.
Yeah, I heard it was
Sorry,
really good. And I love the other Spider-Man game.
Yes.
On PS4, it was fantastic. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, because it's freaking Sackboy. It's not Little Big Planet.
No.
But it is Sackboy, and it's like a 3D platformer. And I really kind of want to play that.
I know. It's
And
Sackboy.
then Hades.
Yes, which I heard was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, Hades, like that sounds right up my alley.
Yes.
And I didn't play it, and I keep hearing so many good things about it,
I feel
and
like
I
you would
really
love
wish.
it.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like you
want to
would
play
love
some
it.
freaking Hades.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now,
I
the
love me a
other two-
roguelike.
Yeah, yes, you do. The other two are PS5
Yes.
games.
Yes.
So we're hoping to snatch one up in the near future.
Yes, we are hoping to acquire a
Yes.
PS5 somewhere in the near
if
future.
you guys are interested in seeing any of the games on PS5, let us know in the comments, because we'll do our best to get one, and then hopefully we could get to them in the first half of 2021.
Yeah.
As everything kind of lines up. But you know, I feel so strange making any plans about anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's so bizarre. Everything's just kind of hovering. We're all just in this infinite present.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, you know, we'll get a PS5 when we're able to, when we're able to figure it out, and we'll play these games when we're able to, and we can figure it out. I'm sorry if that seems so, you know, arbitrary or whatever, but you know, things,
It's what it
things
is.
are crazy.
You know?
It is what it is.
You know?
Exactly.
This is the beginning of
Exactly.
2021.
I know.
So from where it looks today, that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
you know,
Who?
pigs could learn to talk,
Who
and that's going to
knows?
completely change our day.
I know. Boston Dynamics robots are dancing now.
Exactly.
Who'da thunk?
Yeah.
I know.
So anything can happen.
But I am happy, very happy to say farewell to this year. It was
Yes.
a very good year in gaming. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
really
A lot of really
awesome.
good games.
I remember there being years that were kind of like duds.
Yeah.
You know, of course I can't think of any off the top of my head. But I remember being like, looking at Game Awards and things, being like, oh,
Yeah.
You know,
But it doesn't
like,
feel, it
that has
hasn't felt like
happened.
that much. Like,
no, I feel like this was a strong year.
yeah, strong year. It
Yeah.
was like everything you see was nominated. I really liked.
And deserves attention.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
I really, I'm so thrilled with everything. And we got Animal Crossing this year. Don't forget that.
Yes, that's
Hey,
right.
Tom Nook.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, I hope you like this video. I had a lot of fun making this one. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And we're going to do some other videos in the future. But in the meantime, don't forget to watch us on Twitch. So, I'm just gonna, oh my God.
Did that work?
Wow. Yep, I scared the crap out of me. Boom! And if you like this video,
Yes.
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.
Bye.